Hello and welcome to Abby's Coaching House, your home of transformation. Thank you so much for making this channel your channel of choice. It's always a pleasure having you here. My name is Coach Blessed Abby. How has your weekend been? Have you enjoyed your weekend? I have really enjoyed my weekend. I'm so grateful for this weekend. It's been a transformative weekend for me. We have been doing our declutter. It's been a declutter weekend. And I didn't realize I had so much that I needed to put away. Clothes that I needed to put away, shoes, papers in my drawers, many things that I needed to put away. And so right now, I have a stack of clothes that I need to give away, a stack of shoes, and I'm so grateful. It feels so good and so refreshing. How has it been for you? Please share with us in the comment section your experiences throughout this weekend. If you're new here and you're wondering, what are we talking about? We are on this 21-day transformation challenge, a challenge we are calling 21 days of reorganizing our lives. We've just been challenging ourselves to do different things. We have routines we are following in the morning, routines we are following in the evening before we go to bed, and different activities that we challenge one another in every other day. And it's been so transformative. Small things like making our bed in the morning, being mindful, being emotionally aware. The declutter we have just finished. If you didn't get the opportunity to declutter this weekend, maybe you are busy, please make a point of decluttering. You will love the effects of this activity. Today we are doing a recording for tomorrow, which will be our day 19. What are we challenging ourselves to do tomorrow? We are challenging ourselves to read. How much do you read? Tony Robbins says, you cannot be a leader if you're not a reader. And you may tell me, I'm not a leader anywhere, so I don't need to read. But I don't think so. We all are leaders, even in our personal spaces. And so it's so important to challenge ourselves to read. As a person, I never grew up with a culture of reading. I grew up with a culture where we read to pass our exams. And so we were pushed to read to pass our exams. And that was such a bad culture. I pray that our children don't follow that example, because they need to read to understand and just to gain the knowledge so that they don't forget. Because the problem with reading to pass exams, once you're done with that exam, the highest chances are you forget everything that you read. And so that is why we have people joining the employment spaces and they don't know, they are not aware of what they are supposed to do. And employers complaining that we are hiring people who are from school, but they don't have the knowledge. But when we read just to gain the knowledge, it becomes long-lasting. The effects are long-lasting. And so that is what we are challenging ourselves to do tomorrow, which is the beginning of the week. What a beautiful way to begin your week, doing a new and powerful thing. What does reading do for you? Reading helps to improve your brain health. When you read, your brain stays active, and so your memory and your concentration are high. Research has shown that reading keeps you from diseases like dementia. So even as you grow older, your brain remains active. Your brain doesn't die early. You have chances of having an active brain even in your old age. Don't we all want that? Don't we all want to remember our children, our grandchildren, our neighbors when we are old? So let's challenge ourselves to read, and that is one of the benefits. The second benefit is that reading helps us in our emotional health. As a person, when I was going through my healing program and my transformation programs with my coach, that started me off, because that is what coaching does. It gives you tools to start you off, but doesn't cover you for the rest of your life. But one important thing that my coach did for me was introduce me to the culture of reading. And that helped me so much, because whatever she didn't cover, I was able to get from the books. Because sometimes when you're going through the programs, there are many things that at that point, depending on where you are emotionally, may not make sense. But when I read books, I would read of experiences from other people, recommendations from other people, and they really, really helped. So sometimes you're going through challenges and the answers are right in your books. There is so much wisdom that is hidden in books that could just help your emotional life. So if you want to improve your mental and emotional health, reading is something you need to embrace. Reading also helps in our knowledge. There is so much that we do not know that somebody else knows. So the moment we immerse ourselves into the culture of reading, then we get to know what somebody else knows, and we apply it in our lives and we live knowledgeable lives. Reading also has social benefits. One of the things that I did was join a reading club and just getting the ideas, because sometimes I may read a book from my own perspective and get one understanding, but somebody else will give me their own perspectives and it will be a broader understanding. So it has also the social benefits. You could join a reading club, an online community of readers, and it really helps even in our social lives. And finally, reading will also help in your personal development. You cannot give to other people what you do not have. And do you really have everything that you need to give other people? No. So reading will come in to help you with what you do not know. So when you read books, as a leader, as a teacher, as a parent, you gain vast insights of things you share with people, and it will be so helpful. How do you develop a culture of reading? You may say, I don't have time. But remember, when we did the exercise video, we even broke down how many minutes you need for your day to exercise. And we will just apply the same knowledge here. If you challenge yourself to read for 20 minutes a day, that would be more important than not reading at all. So you could say that my first minutes in the morning before I start my work, I would read for 20 minutes. You can even set an alarm and just say, I will read for 20 minutes. And it can be hard at the beginning if you've not done it. Another way would be to say, I will read a certain number of pages per day. Like I will read 5 pages, I will read 10 pages, and you tell yourself, I must read this every day. Personally, what I did, I told myself, I will not take breakfast before I read. So I'm challenging you tomorrow, beginning tomorrow. Pick a book of choice. Maybe there is a book you've been procrastinating to read. A book that you've always wanted to read but you've not started. Maybe because you thought you don't have time, or you just find yourself forgetting. Challenge yourself to read. Set an alarm. Decide that I'm going to read at this particular hour. I'm going to get to work early, 20 minutes earlier, and use the 20 minutes to read. And that would be transformative. Reading would transform your life in ways you have never imagined, because it has done so for me and it has done so for many people. And so reading has secrets that will empower you to be the person you want to be. So as we reorganize our lives, I challenge you, let's incorporate the culture of reading. Let's do whatever it takes to read that book that you've been keeping. Most of us have books in our shelves that have never been opened at all. Because sometimes we buy books, we keep them at home, we read and we never finish. Most of us have books that we have read halfway and have not finished. Why don't you challenge yourself to finish that book that you started and you've never finished? And I believe this is going to be so transformative. If you're new here, we invite you to join us. Please check the playlist that I will attach to the end of this video for you to see the many things that we've been doing. You're welcome to join us, or start at the beginning so that you're able to catch up with everything we've been able to do. Check the description box. There's a list of routines we are following in the morning and in the evening, a list of affirmation for you to start your day powerfully, and this is going to transform your life in a very big way. Please subscribe to this channel. We really appreciate your subscription because it helps this channel to grow. Remember to leave us that thumbs up, so important for this channel. and share this video with someone else who may need it. I leave us with a quote from John R.R. Martin. A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies, but a man who never reads lives only once. So how many lives do you want to live? So I challenge you, let's read tomorrow. Bye and God bless you.